pilots, arm your quads.
That way!
Hey, how's it going, guys? This is the Skip and Carter Show. I'm Skip, and there's Carter.
Oh, yeah.
So we just got done testing out UWL's or UDL's new firmware flash, and it's a little slower, but they're wanting to get into handling and doing slower races, and but the community is what they're focusing towards. If the community wants them to be faster, then they'll make them faster. But we were just testing what the old UDL was like, and then they said it was 30. It went down 1,000 RPM. So, but they have a CLI command that they went to, and it does something different to it. And we were just testing what 30,500 looked like versus what they had, and it is a little bit different. But so let me look here. I'm going to look through chat. Hey, welcome to the chat, Henry. Welcome, DJ Lee, Mr. Lee. Welcome, Double A. Nice to see you guys.
Double A.
So
here, I'll try it.
Carter's going to try it. What are you going to try?
The UWL.
Oh, you're going to try out the UWL?
Yeah, on the 3500.
Okay, all right. So you're doing the 30,500
on the CAC firmware.
On the CAC
without their new thing.
Okay. So Carter is going to fly this around at 30,500 on the UDL drone. Now this is not the official UDL firmware, but it is the same RPM limit. And we will get footage of that here in just a second, guys. All right, so Carter look at this nice, beautiful thing. This is the analog build, and it's got LEDs all the way around it. The blue.
It's an analog build, isn't it?
Yeah.
You got the HD0 goggles.
The camera is just a little bit offset. I am fixing it. There you go.
You gotta figure out what channel it's on.
Should be on channel 1.
I thought, but it's not picking it up. Here it goes. No, it's got it. What the heck? Hang on. Something happened to it when I flashed it.
So we're working on the battery checker, and we're trying to make a new print here, and you see it's kind of clear on this side, so it looks good. And this side is just a little foggy, but we're trying to get that ironed out and make it work good. I think it's going to turn out a whole lot better, be more robust and everything. Carter is
I'm trying to get it. Hang on.
trying to figure out this drone right now. But yeah, we're trying to get together Black Friday sales and get them out. We have a lot going on. We're slammed, so if you got a drone and you're waiting on it, just be a little bit patient with us. Carter has figured it out now.
No, I haven't.
No, you haven't. I seen it.
It don't. I don't know why OSD's gone.
Oh, OSD's gone. Let's see here. So he's asking me if I want any changes on this. Let's see.
There it goes. Okay.
You get it to work?
Yeah.
Good deal.
I don't know why I did that.
So Carter got the footage to work with OSD and everything, and he is going to be flying the Underground Drone League.
Yeah, opening doors. Can't go that way.
All right, here's the OSD. Hello. Yeah. I can barely hear you if you're talking. Yeah. Yeah, hang on just a second. Yeah, top to bottom and side to side, make it about 10 thou small. Well, the screen fits it just fine. And
Look at this. I'm super
everything else looks fine.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. That sounds great. All right. Thanks. Bye. Sorry about that, guys. That was Armando talking to me on the phone. I got you, Carter. He is flying pretty good. Look at that. Oh, you missed that gate. Going up to the top. There you go. Hey, Carter. Yeah. All right, come back and flash the other firmware and see if you can fly it like that. All right. All right. So there is the drone on 30,500. That's what that one was. And I think it flies great at 30,500. You're doing pretty good tricks, or pretty good gates and stuff.
Yeah, for it being slowed down.
Now put it on the actual UDL's thing, and do all the commands and everything, and I just want to do a comparison and see how it goes. How's it going, Johnny5? Nice to see you in the chat. Good to see you in the chat. Bagzilla, what's up, boys? When will we spin sticks be shipping? Spin sticks are coming out. They're shipping. We are currently just running the crap out of that machine. So we're putting out as many as we can. We actually have 2 machines being overnighted here. So we got more machines on the way. So normally our ripsticks are made in advance, and normally we have like 3 machines. Well, one of them bit the dust, and the other one is the other one's at full bore, and the other one has white in it. So I don't know if anybody's ordered any white spin sticks yet, but we do have white. And I think we have red too. But happy hour. Happy Friday. It's happy hour. It is 5:33 Friday is what I call it. But yeah, so we are pumping out the sticks as fast as we can. They are definitely being made and definitely being pumped out. And they're pretty neat. I'm not sure if it's I'm not sure if it's good for a thumber to use, but for a pincher, I'd say it's great. But for a thumber, I don't know. Some people's going to like it because they lock in. They don't want to move their grip. If you don't want to move your grip, that's great for that. But sometimes when you get to the edge, you got to get kind of used of it slipping. And I've heard of a lot of pitchers loving it. Like Abnormal, he loves it. Foshi likes it. And
obviously.
And Evan loves it. But me and Carter, we're thumbers, and we're kind of like set in our old ways, I guess. But we've got a new one out for thumbers too, and it's the Skip V2. You got the Skip V2.
Yeah, I haven't used it yet, like put it on my controller just yet.
Yeah, so Carter just got the Skip V2.
Okay, there it is.
The SKIPSTICKS V2. All right, Carter's going back to flying, and this is the UDL official firmware settings.
Oh my goodness, it feels so much slower.
Yeah. Well, just see if you can.
Okay, I'll try. It takes a lot more throttle to do everything. Like, I'm like over half throttle constant. See, look at my throttle in the bottom right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. I think I got turtle. Yeah.
Can you flip this over?
Yeah.
Yep, that's good.
Okay.
I'm glad to see you can flip it over for sure.
Is it going on?
It says black box fall. Okay.
Yeah, it takes so much throttle to do anything.
Yeah, but you're still doing it. That you are still doing it. It is a whole lot slower than what I was on the last one.
Oh, almost went through
the
that.
bag got you.
Yep. Is the...
You want me to pull those two gates out?
Wait, is the one that goes to the shelf open?
Yeah, it's open.
Yeah.
Nice. Here, let me pull those two gates out. All right, Carter. You got two more gates on the side. Nice. I mean, you're still flying it pretty good. Do you got a boost?
No, I didn't enable it. Like, it makes it in the modes tab, and I didn't set it up. But yeah, like...
I don't know, Carter. You're still flying pretty good with that.
Yeah, but I feel like you just shouldn't need to be that high up in the stick.
Yeah.
Like that. I mean, I guess you can't say that because you're doing that in Pro Spec.
Right.
But... I don't know. It feels weird with a drone being this small, being that slow.
But it's definitely not 30,500.
It's like there's a slight throttle delay.
Like a delay.
Like a slight... It just doesn't spool up as fast as it should.
Okay. So there's a slight delay to it.
Yeah.
That's weird. Does it feel weird too?
Yeah, it's definitely different than what... The way it just was a second ago, it felt more responsive.
Yeah.
This felt...
So with just the CAC 3500, just the RPM limit that they're talking about...
It felt more responsive.
Felt more responsive. And in a race, I mean, we don't normally deal with... I can't think of any time that you deal with like throttle delay or anything like that in a different spec race or whatever.
I've never even felt it on any drone except that.
Okay.
Like, it wasn't even a thing I'd ever thought about until I flew that.
But they're still growing, so they're going to, they're going to listen to the community and come out with different stuff. So I feel like they're in that phase of just trying to figure out where they want to go and how they want to do it. I really like doing corkscrews and ladder ups and stuff like that. But I think they're focusing more towards like oval track racing for indoors, which is fine. If you watch the first of the stream, on the last video, it shows where I'm running my which was called UWL at the time. I was running that one, and it's a lot of fun. As far as the spec goes, it's a lot of fun. You know, each chapter can pick what they want to do. The only thing that kind of bothers me is you can't turn it off. You got to reflash it if you're using the official. But if you got the CAC and you're using the CAC, then you can turn it off. So if you want it for freestyle or whatever like that, you might want to flash it for CAC and be able to switch back and forth. But if it's an official UDL race, you have to flash it and do the CLI commands that they talk about. So you may be asking, how do you do the official UDL? And I'll show you. So we'll go to the site right now. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Carter, how do you get this browser to work?
Oh, Google's got to be open.
Well, Google's open.
Is it?
Yeah.
Any float? Where's that?
There you go. It's in the wrong spot though, isn't it?
Yeah, I forgot how to do
Skip.
this.
Yeah.
I got super glue all over my hands.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Griffin wanted me to try and build one of those Omni sticks, and they're like all wearing gloves. I'm not wearing gloves, and he didn't tell me that there's super glue all over one of the containers.
It should be like fit to screen or something.
Well, I can see it on the screen.
I'm trying to resize it.
Right. Just stretch it.
But it's doing the whole...
That's fine. Just stretch it for now. That's fine.
All right.
People can see it. That's fine. All right, guys. So
How to do it.
what you do is on the site here, you got to go...
Close that. It's the other one. So we'll just do it.
This stupid thing. There we go. All right. We got the Underground Whooply. And go to the website now. Is that where we go? I believe. Yeah, there we go. And then you got drone types. You got the Igniter series.
That's in your turn.
So you go to the Igniter. You go to RPM limiter setup. Now there's going to be a video here, and this video is not exactly right. So what you're going to do is you're going to flash to 4.4.2. And then you're going to go to and make it CAC. So your firmware is going to be CAC for sure on 4.4.2. But when it says on this video, you go to the right side and put SL. Don't put SL. You put Igniter. So if you put it all lowercase Igniter and turn off the GPS, make sure you turn off the GPS, because if you don't turn off the GPS, it will make it think that you're still wanting to do Street League and keep your other settings. So just make sure you turn off the GPS. And then you're going to just go down here and you're going to copy and paste all these CLI commands. Now, if you copy and paste these CLI commands and they do not work, you did not flash it right. So turning off the GPS is important, and then all lowercase Igniter is important in the same spot that you put SL. And you can watch the video to see where he's putting the SL at. So that's how you do that.
Skip, you got more stick glue?
Do I have more stick glue?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for those those Omni sticks.
I just gave you a whole bottle of it.
He's already went through all of it.
You've went through that?
No. We're just. I just want to know if you have more.
Yeah, I have more.
Oh yeah, I I just want to know how much we need to use.
But you should be using a dot, like a literal teeny tiny dot.
There's about 20 drops on my fingertip at the moment.
Why? Why did you put that much glue?
Why don't you tell them, Griffin? Why don't you
Did
tell
you
them?
get set up?
They wanted me to build an Omni stick.
Yeah.
So I picked up the super glue, and there's the super glue container is just covered in super glue.
What the hell's going on?
Like, and they're all wearing gloves.
Well, we don't have much glue, so try to use it sparingly.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have.
Where's the drone?
These bunch of kids around here. I'll tell you what.
Here goes Brody. I told Brody to come try.
We do have a spin skip
It
stick.
is nothing like
We
this.
just made one. And I'll show you guys.
It's a boat.
Am I up?
Yeah. Oh wait, let me turn the screen on.
So Brody's going to fly the official. What just happened? What just happened?
It's just not on. Hang on. I gotta
Okay.
get this.
All right. Brody's going to fly the official UDL. All right, here he goes.
There's lots of throttle. I'm serious.
So I'm at about 75% throttle already. That's just the flow.
I'll go close to 20.
This isn't a customer drone, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm actually really high throttle right now. I'm just kind of barely moving, so it's definitely spec'd out.
But
Oh, that but yeah, I wish we had like throttle up on the screen, just so y'all could see.
it's on the bottom right.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, is that what the...
You see it changing constantly. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm at 80% and... Just cruising. Oh, shoot. Do we not have turtle?
It does. It's I think one of these. Wait.
For those listeners out there, how do you feel, Brody?
1 second.
You need a Marshall?
No, I need to figure out how to turn crash. Oh, figure it out. It was a big sound. Okay. I think it's honestly, like, I actually kind of like flying it because it's so stable. I just don't like, its, like, slowness, I guess. But honestly, I think for spec, this is fine, actually. I thought it was going to be a little bit slower.
We should have had you fly the original first. This is slowed way down even more than it used to be.
Could I get a Sage?
Well, I mean,
I'm hoping.
if you don't know, then
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what this normally feels like, but I mean, this is kind of what I expect in spec racing. Super slow.
we got some questions here, and I will answer all those questions here in just a second when Brody gets done flying.
But I mean, just the fly used to be at 70% throttle.
Yeah. Yeah, you're at 70, 80. Yeah, high 70, 80.
I'd probably command it. Those batteries aren't that good anymore.
There's like some light in my dog's
All right, there we go. Brody flew the UDL. So, give us your overall opinion.
Honestly, I think it's great for spec flying. Of course, I don't know what it used to look like or like what it can look like, but in my spec experience on the racing spec loop, I think it's fine.
Okay.
I don't see a problem with it. But I've also not flown like a track with like ladder downs and stuff where you got a full throttle.
There are no ladder downs.
There isn't.
Okay, so Andres at Mudra, Andres at Mudra uses the Min Chin sticks. He likes the Min Chin sticks. Yeah, Johnny 5 says he's never competed at Whoops, but race competition like IO, Mayhem, etc. I try to bring 4 to 6 quads, enough spares to make. Well, I don't think you would need that many quads for this, for sure. When we went to that UDL race,
Marty's.
Yeah,
I had 2.
how many people broke a UDL? I think only one person, right? Pastor broke a camera.
Yeah, and it was a camera.
Yeah, and that was it. So maybe a couple of them if you're doing UDL. Let's see here. We need a skip spin stick. Well, here is a skip stick that's spins right here. It's the new test one that they're trying out, and it's got the same angles and everything. So this is the V2. They're the same as the V2. This is the actual V2 right here. So if I show you the difference between the V1 and the V2, there was a stick laying right here. The V1 has got a narrower feel to it. You see one laying around here?
What is it?
It's a rip stick. It must have fell off the desk or
right
something.
here?
Yeah, okay. So, here is the V1 right here. So, the V1's got a smaller profile, and then here's the V2 right up next to it. So, if you look, the V2 has a bigger profile, and then on the bottom, you also have grips on the bottom. So, if you decide you wanted a hybrid pinch, you also have grips on the bottom now. But, so, the difference that I've felt is the V1, it gives you the most grip at full deflection. So, it almost feels like a flick stick because you get grip in the center really well, and then you get grip at full deflection really well. But the V2 is got that happy medium to it. So the middle of the stick, you got more control because you can feel the stick have grip in the mid-range section as long and turn into the full deflection. So that's why we made this, or that's why I made this, is because I wanted to have more grip throughout the whole curve of the stick instead of in full deflection. So that's the difference between the V1 and V2. Now the skip Omni stick, so it'd be a skip stick Omni stick, I don't know, something like that. We ain't named it yet, but or the Thumber Omni stick, it's got the same angles as the skip stick, but you can twist it all the way around, just like that. Got Armando give me a call again. Hello? Hello? I put in the smooth plate. Oh, the cool plate? Oh, really? So I've only got 2 plates here. I've got the cool plate and I've got the other one. Let's see here. the back of the coil plate is the engineering plate. It says PA, TPU, PC.
Let's see here. Brian Overbay, is anybody around Knoxville planning any races coming up? Yeah, actually, we're doing one in Clinton, Tennessee. It'll be
And
tiny
you've
trainers
got a dual
and 65
sided
mil
plate.
and 75 mil whoops on the
So
21st.
The dual-sided plate has PLA, ABS.
And then we'll be doing a race
but
once a
it
month
looks the
after
same as
that.
the other side.
Doing tiny trainers and whoops. It would be at Clinton High School.
Okay, where's that at? Well, there's two right here that are like stuck together, but it looks like a sticker that has PTG and ABS on it. It's not a plate though, it's just a sticker for a plate. So it's, I guess it goes on a plate or whatever. I don't know if you want to cover any of your plates that you have now. What's that? What'd you say? What'd you say, Ramon? Can you hear me? Okay, what'd you say? I'm doing a stream at the same time, by the way. Okay, alright, thanks. Bye. Sorry about that, guys. It's Armando. We're trying to get this printer to work right. All right, so I had to change a build plate out for him. All right, let's see here. We're going to go back to questions here. If you're really aggressive with the Omnis, you want your finger just slip off or spin off. So yeah, if you're really aggressive with it, I feel like if you're a pinch holder, you can like lock down on it and then pinch it, and I don't think you would spin off. But if you're just a thumber, I don't know. It all depends on how hard you mash onto the. I used to mash super hard and dig the spikies into me, which I don't do that as much. But this thumbstick that I'm trying out right now, it feels a whole lot better than the other one that I tried out. So I don't know. I guess it just depends on what type of flying that you do, or how you move your hand. Everybody's different, but this one does not feel too bad. I think if you had just the rounded one, you could possibly slip off. But the flat top and this thumber that we were making, I don't know. You could probably still use it pretty good and effectively. But if you're pinching or hybrid, you definitely want something like this. I feel like you definitely want. I just can't bring myself to pinch it myself. When are you closing to the 8-way? The pre-order to the 8-way. When are we closing? I have no clue when we're closing the 8-way, the pre-order 8-way. I can ask. Let's see here. I will. So I will ask in chat right now. When are we closing for the pre-order for the 8-way?
What?
So there, I've asked when we're closing for the pre-order for the 8-way, and we'll be finding out. What battery do you tune the little flipper before shipping? So we
That's right.
4S, yeah. We tuned the little flipper for the 4S. The 3S, it still flies great, but when you have the 4S, it just rips. So we want to make sure that whenever it's going the fastest, that it actually
Let's see.
goes the best for you. But no, Carter tunes those things by ear and sight, and he's really good at it. He's super good at it. He hears things and flutters and stuff when I think it's great, and he says, "Hey, this ain't right. We need to look at it." And a lot of times we're able to sort it out. Sometimes we're not, and we have to just change the parts up.
Oh,
You know what it is?
gate cover.
If you
Curious.
Yeah, so
Weird that
yeah,
they
if you do the
don't
flash, you definitely have to turn off the GPS. And the reason why is because there's like a catch file in the Betaflight. So some reason that catch file reads that you already had a firmware flash on it and says that you don't need a full firmware flash. So whenever you turn the GPS off, it actually does a full firmware flash. If you race whoop at IO, you'll crash
They figure it out.
where the bar is drunk. People will step on your whoop. Ask me how I know. You know what, Bagzilla? I like racing at IO and everything, and I'm hoping they figure that out because there's a couple people in the racing in the whoop community that wants to race whoops, and they don't want to deal with the party. And something that me and a couple guys were thinking is, what if they had like a separate section or a tent, even with a clear wall or off to the side, to where they could party or whatever, and have the race course in a whole different section. But you know, I understand they're trying to make it fun and laid back, but I also think that they need to move to an area that has either a concrete floor or short grass. Because when I flew around the track, I know once you crashed out and you hit the grass, there was no flipping over and keep going at the IO race. So yeah, whenever Brody, he went to the IO, what'd you think of the IO track?
Which one?
The one
like
at
20 of them.
the
Yeah,
whoop
there's-
race.
Oh, wood
The whoop
race?
tent?
Yeah.
Honestly, I was not paying attention to the track. I just thought the whole experience was great. Like, I just thought Ion was great. I didn't really pay attention to the track.
Oh well.
I thought it was kind of cool. Like,
Bagzilla said that.
It's honestly like a dream loop track.
Bagzilla said he got his whoop stepped on by somebody that was drunk.
I could see that 100%.
Yeah.
That's
I can see
definitely
that.
gonna happen.
And what I was saying is maybe they needed to kind of like separate that a little bit to where the whoop track is not into where like.
What's the fun in
liked
that?
How it was. I loved it so much how it was because like there was like Evan and all of us were sitting there. We all had like balloon hats, and then people were literally just flying like through our balloon hats and like over us. That was
I thought it was
so
cool how they did actually
Yeah,
section off.
you like that part?
You remember how they sectioned off like a quarter of the tent for
Yeah.
the track? I thought that was cool. Like,
Well, I thought maybe they should section off more for just the track and not be near the people. But I don't know.
I thought it was cool.
Some people like it, some people don't, I guess.
All right, I'm heading out. I'll see y'all. All right,
See ya.
Buddy.
Have a good day.
See you next.
Oh snap! I'm gonna rip this outside skin.
What's up? You need more already? Good grief.
I'm gonna use this outside.
Okay. Are you going to fly it on stream?
Yeah.
Okay. So, explain what you're doing first.
It's the new prop.
So, HQ Prop has come out with a new prop. It's called the R29. And if you ever played Velocidrone, and you got it on 5141 on Profile 3, That's what I think that it feels like. It's got a whole lot of torque, and it goes super fast around the turns. And I'm excited for it. I don't know about you guys, but when it feels like that, then I'm ready to go. And I've been actually looking for a prop that has less sway to it and just feels really fast around the turns. And I believe the R29 is where it's at, in my opinion. And this is the only time I'm going to tell you guys, because this is going to be like the Skip and Carter prop. So we want to keep it to ourselves. We don't want you guys flying it. So I'm just kidding, guys. But this prop is just freaking amazing. In my eyes, it is. So he's flying his own drone here with the R29s on it. Kind of taking it slow at first. And Carter usually takes it slow, and then he starts speeding up. Oh yeah. A lot less sway. Going through those gates a whole lot faster. Super smooth. Double dive. He's doing a double dive. Split ass. You can tell he really loves the feel of those. He looks smooth and fast at the same time. That's what you want, is that smoothness and being fast at the same time. And this is no sponsorship or anything like that. We don't care if it's Jim Fan or whoever, but HQ Prop makes this, and it's the new R29. And in my opinion, it's the best prop I've ever flown. And it just feels like that fast Velocidrome prop, or fast in handling. He's just done a triple dive right there. He's moving. Look at him. He's just cooking now. Split ass, split ass, split ass. Nice. That is freaking awesome. So there you go, guys. There's the R29, and you've seen it here. Now we're going to start hoarding them. So if you want some, you better get them soon. I'm just kidding, guys. But if I could call a prop a Skip and Carter prop, it would be that one for sure. All right. Yep. So is anybody, Brian Obrey says, is there anybody around Knoxville planning any races? So yes, we have a race coming up. We have the Tiny Trainer Series coming up, and then we're doing Whoop flying. So we're real excited to announce, is it the 21st?
What?
The race?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So December the 21st, we're having a race in the Clinton High School, and it's going to be the first part is going to be Tiny Trainer Series, and that's only Tiny Trainers. And then the second part is going to be 75 millimeter whoops and under. So anything that's a whoop, as long as it's under 75 millimeters or 75 millimeters or under, you can race it. So they're being more flexible on the whoop part, and less flexible on, like last year. Last year on the 3-inch they were flexible. So this year they're not going to be as flexible in the 3-inch, only tiny trainers, and I think it's going to be awesome.
It is
I
gonna be
can't
fun.
wait. I'm freaking stoked about it. So December the 21st, come check it out in Clinton, Tennessee, and I'm sure that will be up on MultiGP very soon.
Was it working?
What's that?
Was it
Oh
working?
yeah, you was freaking ripping with that.
This thing.
I told him, I was like, the only prop that I'd say the skipping Carter prop would be that one right
yeah,
there.
the R29s, I love them.
Yeah. And I told him, this is the one time I'm going to mention, not going to mention it ever again. So, and then we might even just hoard them up.
Just hoard them up. Yeah.
So if you want them, you better buy them soon because we're just going to buy them all.
Right. These are awesome.
Yeah. I wish I had those during champs.
Yeah, same. They're IO for me.
Yeah. That would have been freaking awesome. They are a little bit bigger though, aren't they?
I think so.
Just a tiny
the
bit
Ultra's
bigger.
doing the thing with the arms.
Then the heads up.
Arms touch.
All right, let's see here. Ha ha ha. Dr. Disrespect. I love freaking Dr. Disrespect. I think he's pretty cool. Got to take my update OG tiny trainer and take that puppy out for a rip. Yeah, start ripping them tiny trainers. Get ready. How's it going, Double A? How's it going, Dylan? Nice to see you guys in the chat. Hippie2936, nice to see you in the chat. Are you guys ever got blah blah blah? Are you guys ever going to make a 2-inch? That's his favorite size. So, a 2-inch drone. I ain't never thought about making a 2-inch
I don't think
drone.
I've ever really used one, have we?
Oh, what
think
is
so.
75mm close to 2-inch? That's 25mm times 2. That's 50mm. So it's a little bit over 2 inches, right?
It's like no, It's like 1.75.
1.75. So 75mm is close. Would it be 80 something, like 81mm or something like that? Would be a 2-inch. So yeah, we haven't really even discussed making a 2-inch. Yeah, 85. Yeah, I think you're right with the 85. So yeah, there is talks about doing some kind of ready to fly with a kit and everything, but that's not official or anything like that. But that's what I would like to see. But we'll see. We'll talk and see how that goes. But you also have to have a lot of people wanting a need for a 2-inch prop. So what's the darn process for binding process for a TBS Tango 2 and the TBS Tracer, same as the Crossfire? If anyone can help me out, I know it's simple and it ain't so simple sometimes. So what is the process?
Tracer.
Huh?
So I'm sure it's like Crossfire on the receiver. You got to push the bind button on it.
Yeah. Well, so if it's like Crossfire, you plug it in and push the bind button on the Crossfire receiver.
Yeah.
And then push the button on the back of the remote where you're
or you can do it in the controller.
Or in the controller.
Doing the
Lewis grip. No.
Yeah, the TBS agent thing.
Yeah. Here, you want to show them real quick?
Yeah. I don't know if it'll show up on there or not. I don't think that camera's gonna pick it up. No. That sucks. The camera won't pick it up. Oh, with no light. TBS agent. Then you go to your module. And then all you have to do is press bind. I wish the camera would show it. When the light turns off. You press bind. And it should just work as long as you push the bind button on the receiver as well and it's blinking. It should ask to update it and it's going to send the modules version to the receiver. And that's normally how you would bind Crossfire. What's up, Ricky? I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that.
What happened?
But it printed on the...
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Got you a miniature packing slip? That's for little elves, man. It's
That's what we
Christmas
used to
time.
do. That's what we used to do. For real.
Really?
Yeah.
You used to print them on that? Are you being serious?
Customs too.
Oh wow.
Philbuster said that radio is making the audio go crazy. That's interesting.
The audio of this?
I guess my controller, like being near the mic or something.
Yeah, putting off noise. That's crazy, Philbuster. I'm glad you told me that. I had no clue that the radio would make the audio go crazy. So, did anybody get anything cool for Black Friday? I want to know. Anybody in the chat get anything cool for Black Friday? I bought. Have you guys ever seen the rocket drone? The 300 mile per hour rocket drone. So I bought 3115 1050 kV motors. And so what I'm going to try to do is make an 8S like either a Spec 7 or the Long Arms Ultra, which it might be the Ultra. He built one the other day.
Yeah, this thing. Show it off. That
So-
thing is crazy.
So he built one of these, and we've just we're waiting on the camera unit to come in, but he was just doing line of sight flying, and this thing has got freaking some punch to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's obvious, but it is literally a 7-inch light switch. Like,
Yeah.
It still comes tip to tip on the props, like.
Yeah, so it's a 7-inch light switch, and compared to the Spec 7, this thing freaking
It zooms. It makes a pro
rips.
spec and spec 7 look slow.
Yeah. So I mean, and look at this build. He's doing a nice, pretty build. But this one gets a O3 air unit, and we're just waiting for some to come in because of Black Friday.
It is a race drone
wiped us out.
disguised as a long range drone.
Right? Yeah,
That's
it's called
exactly what
long
it is.
range, but it definitely is. I mean, I guess it would be a long range, but it's super fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about putting those motors on this thing.
That would be awesome.
It'd be freaking crazy.
Yeah, it would.
Either way, it's going to be nuts. But something like this,
I want us to hurry up and get the camera in it.
What's that thing weigh? Go.
I want to actually like fly it. Let me. Well, it's gonna weigh a little bit more.
Well, here's a camera. You need a camera?
An air unit.
I got a camera.
Here, look. We'll just say you think a motor weighs as much as an air unit?
No, I think an air unit weighs as much as an air unit.
Yeah, there we go.
So Carter's going to go weigh it, and we're going to get the official weight on this one. But yeah, hey, what's going on, Blaster? Nice to see you in the chat. So I want a high KV 6S 7-inch. Yeah, so that's what I was doing. I want to take the rocket motors and put it on one of our drones. The same motor that goes on the rocket drone that was 300 miles per hour. That's why I bought those motors, but I got higher KV, so I don't have to do 12S. I can do 8S. And I predict that it's going to freaking move. I think it's going to be fast. And Armando's got a new build that he's working on, and I think it's one of the lightest 5 inches I've ever seen. And I'm trying to get him to make it in like 8 or 9 inch. That way I can modify it myself. But he's got something really crazy coming out, and but it's very unique. I've never seen anything like it before. It should have the best CG. And then Evan's working on something too, and I was quite surprised to see Evan working on a new frame. But the way 533 is going, we're focusing on stuff that people have never done. So there's a lot of stuff in the prototyping phase right now that we are working on and experimenting with, and we want to make something super cool that people have never seen, and there's a bunch of different directions that we're going. Like one of them, this is what I've been working on, and I'm not a main engineer here or nothing like that. I'm just a builder and a drone tech, and I kind of help out all over the shop, and I do a little bit of engineering in CAD and stuff, but
$495.
nothing like Armando. Armando is the top designer and engineer, and we've got another engineer that came in named Ethan, and they're really good at Fusion 360. But I just play around with it and do some of the 3D prints and try to help out. But this is what I've been working on right here, and this is nothing official or anything like that. But I want to make a vertical arm frame, and without the box. And some people say it looks like the Afterburner. It's got super strong arms. Like, this is just 3D printed, and it's like super strong arms. So this is something I've been personally working on myself, and I'm still trying to figure out the ends of it here.
$495 on the dot.
$495. So, like, soldering all together and everything's about 300 grams without the battery. That's freaking awesome for a 7-inch.
just like this sitting there with $495.
That's freaking awesome for a 7-inch.
Right?
That's nuts.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It was scooting. All we've done is line aside it and just throttle it, and it's soaring.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it climbs a lot faster than the Spec 7.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're all working on something unique and different, and we're all pitching in ideas because we really want to take drones to another level.
So how should this go out?
Just like that.
Okay, I'm just gonna put it up.
Yeah, just like that. We want to do the official UDL. So if somebody gets it and they want to go to a race, they get the official UDL. So that one is going out today. All right. So I haven't seen anybody list anything that they got for Black Friday. I hope you guys got all your wishes, and hopefully some people got some Christmas presents going on. Don't know if Ghosted said he's got the Tango 2. So I don't know if he got that for Black Friday or not, but Evan came in all happy about his new Black Friday. He's all into filming right now, which he's doing a really good job on the YouTube videos. So he got a couple new computers, a new MacBook and everything, and he's real happy about it. And if you haven't seen it, which I say most people here have seen it, but Evan's got a lot of things going on in the YouTube world in testing and showing different things that, stuff I haven't even thought about. But like the weight for the Whoop test. And, I actually thought about doing a race stream myself, like a race Whoop stream. Kind of like Ciotti does his freestyle whoops. I was thinking about doing a race Whoop stream myself. And because I've got a new house and I've set up a track in my house. But I've been trying to test it out. Every time I go to test it out, though, I actually crash my Whoop and mess it up. But I don't know, I'll get there. And I've made a couple test rigs for Whoops. So the other day I put together one of our Happy model boards that doesn't have plugs on it, and I put plugs on it. That way I can test out different motors. And what I'll probably do is I'll probably order a bunch of different motors and see how that goes. Yeah, thank you, Phil Blaster. I've been working hard on getting that house together. We are now living in it and working on it at the same time. So if you do see it on the stream, do know that it's not finished, and it's just a work in progress. So I am gonna look at my chat here from last week and see if we have any questions from last week, because I said if anybody had any questions to go ahead and drop them in down below. Nimbus said he asked a ton of questions during live streams and we were very helpful. A question that I was wondering though, do we foresee ever selling a 75mm whoop similar to the 65mm whoop that we sell? Specifically HD0 for myself personally. Skip mentioned you guys sell the Underground Whoop League, but I was wondering, just curious, if would you guys consider making a 75mm without being dialed back? So say. And Heads Up said, awesome. One of the options would be to buy the UDL whoop and simply remove the RPM limit. That would achieve exactly what you're after. Well, I would kind of agree with that. But we do allow people to customize their drones also. So if you wanted to actually receive a customized drone and you got a request to put different motors on it, you know, that's another way they can do it. You just have to wait for the motors to come in sometimes, because some of the motors or some of the stuff that people request, we don't always have it on hand. So that is one option that you could do, is just request something to be customized. So yeah, if you want a 75mm, now us releasing a 75mm whoop, we have talked about something like a freestyle series, and there ain't nothing official on that yet either. But I've mentioned that some people have asked about a freestyle series, and if people are interested in that, we could possibly do a more powerful 75mm freestyle series. But it's all in what people are interested in. I don't want to make a one-off for just one person and nobody else order it. You know what I'm saying? But that is a good idea, Nimbus, and we're always looking for new ideas like that, and thank you for leaving that comment below. But so does anybody ever freestyle their whoops? Because I know that our 65mm whoop is super powerful and pretty fun for freestyling.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Me and Carter went to this parking lot one time at this place. I forgot what it's called, but they had a fountain and everything.
Oh, that place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we would fly until it's like dark, and then pull out our whoops and get close to the fountain and dive. I mean, you could almost like do some crazy stuff with those whoops, because when you're flying a 5-inch, there's a lot of stuff you can't do with a 5-inch, but you can do with a whoop.
Mm-hmm. It's really like you can fly that whoop like a 5-inch when it's on scale.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're not going to throttle up a 2-story building instantly.
Right.
But you can, like, definitely shred a room just as hard as
Yeah.
you would a 5-inch outside, like, when it's on scale. Like, it's got the power to do all the moves.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty amazing how nimble that whoop is that we have. And when we say that there's 10 grams more of thrust, that's on the low end. We actually have a lot more thrust than 10 grams. And I'm thinking about doing a stream and actually showing how I got those values and everything, because not even Evan nor Armando was here whenever I was testing most of that. They have other jobs to do and play big important roles in other places. So, you know, this company is spread out and has a lot of roles to cover. Like right now, we got people in the shipping, and they're actually helping out with some of the prints, the 3D prints, and so Filibuster says he's thinking about starting a petition for a fire lit gate. Hey, you know what? I would definitely join that petition because I've been talking about this for a while. So I want a fun track. I want something that you can actually like a fun track. So the start and finish gate would have drilled holes on the outside, and that way whenever you go through it, it just shoots flames like a propane tank's hooked up to it. But each time somebody goes through it, it like shoots out flames. And I think you could easily do that. You know, all you need is like a laser sensor or whatever like that, or a laser grid sensor. And each time somebody passes through the laser, it freaking shoots flames. Or even just somebody with a controlled button on the sidelines. But yeah, I think a propane fire gate would be awesome. Nothing that would destroy somebody's drone or whatever. You know, if they miss the gate, you definitely don't want it going off. But I think it would be pretty easy to set up, actually, if you had like a laser system for like a garage door or something like that, and each time it went through, it tripped a valve to shoot out a flame. But I was also thinking a wacky inflatable tube man gate. So you have a wacky inflatable tube man, and using it as like a flag. So he's over here flapping around, and then you know he can swat a drone out of the air or something like that. But wacky inflatable tube man is one of my dreams to be a flag. And then what about Bucky's the Beaver hurdle? So you got Bucky, you know, the blow up Bucky's. I don't know about you guys, but every time I go to a race, we always got to stop at a Bucky's. And I think if we had like a Bucky's hurdle, that would be pretty cool. So yeah, I kind of want like a fun track to have some stuff like that. He would get torn up so fast. Well, I mean, like the wacky inflatable tube man is cloth, and it's got constant air going through it. But yeah, he might get tore up, but it would still be fun for sure. Or I seen one track that had a closing gate. So if you could make a track that had a gate that closed every once in a while, and maybe like a soft gate, not like a hard gate. Yeah, Bucky's would make a good sponsor. Yeah, I think a Bucky sponsorship would be nice. Could you imagine Bucky's sponsoring a race, Carter?
It'd be crazy. It would be.
If you, I was talking about if we had, Phil Blaster said he wants a fire gate.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that.
Yeah, and I was telling him that I was talking about a propane gate. Yeah, that would be super cool to have a fire gate and wacky inflatable flying tube man flag. I seen a course on Velocidrone that had a closing and opening gate. It went really fast, but I think it was during Halloween. During Halloween, they made a gate like that. So, any gates or anything you'd like to see come up soon, Carter?
Gate?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're talking about ideas. Do you have any ideas that... I think there's some cool sticker ideas that...
Wait, sticker? We're talking about stickers now?
Anything. Any cool ideas you got?
I mean, the only thing that can really... The only thing that, for some reason, is jumping at me now is whenever we did that race at Louisville Town Hall.
Yeah.
When Kyle came out there.
Yeah.
And we had the...
Remember, it was like a quarter of a cube, but we laid it down like a tent.
Okay.
It was pitched like a tent, where it was like...
Oh, yeah. So you... The triangle... Triangle tunnel
It made a
cube.
tunnel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
That-
pretty cool. You came up with that, didn't you?
Yeah, because I remember we were disassembling the cube, and it literally just fell down like that. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Let's try flying through it.
Right.
Tunnel.
Didn't you say you wanted something like a long range flip switch one time?
The 10-inch flip switch.
Yeah, 10-inch flip switch.
Because it's got all the room for it.
Right. Yeah, it's got a lot of room for sure.
We're already doing the 7-inch flip switch slowly, like the arms.
Yeah.
He's got them designed over there. Look, we can show that right now.
Oh yeah, that's what Ethan designed. That was his first design. Was the 7-inch flip switch.
Yeah, this right here.
Yeah.
To
So
keep props out of view too.
we had Ethan. This was one of his first designs. Was the 7-inch flip switch. So it's a dead cat, but it is definitely a flip switch too. And then if you take a 7-inch prop, here's a 7-inch prop on this side here. So you can see there's plenty of room for a 7-inch prop, maybe too much room actually. So there's a 7-inch prop on this side. It's pretty close on this side, but this side, I almost feel like there's too much room for the prop.
The front?
Yeah, there's like an inch. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But no, that's a good idea. And that's what I was talking about, us prototyping stuff and trying different stuff out. You know. But that thing is pretty neat. There, I'll put this back over here. So I'm soldering up 9 whoops. Trying to get 9 whoops done today. You're not a fan of how the cats fly? Definitely just for cinematic shots? Well, we talked about that, and Armando thinks he has a solution for tuning a dead cat to be better. And I think they're going to do a video on dead cat tune, and I'm not too sure on how all the dynamics go on how they're facing and everything. But Armando said he's got an idea to make a dead cat fly a whole lot better, as far as you know, the little flipper. It's a dead cat frame, but it flies. It's a pretty good. It's a fun drone for sure. I just wish it wasn't so dang cold outside. That way we could go and do some freestyle shots. I don't know about where you guys are at, but 24 degrees is too cold for me to go outside and fly right now. I might just be being a little wimp, but I take blood thinner, so it feels like it's freaking below zero outside for me. Which I'm thinking about getting a big giant tent. If anybody has any ideas on flying in the winter, I think that's probably the best option. I don't know, but I was thinking about getting a big giant tent with sidewalls, and that way I'd have room for people to like hang out and fly at the same time. So that's one idea that I thought about. Practice in the truck. Yeah, that's what last year. That's what we were doing. When it snowed, we were filming all the kids' sled. Of course, I did go up and I asked everybody. I said, "Is it all right that we record your kids sledding? That way, nobody would get upset." And everybody was cool with it. Mm-hmm. And we made a video, and every person at that on that video that I made, I literally walked up to and asked them if it was okay if I flew my drone and took pictures of them, and they were all cool with it. And if anybody wasn't cool with it, I wasn't going to fly. So be sure if you do see people actually out doing stuff that you get permission. That way you don't get somebody upset. Which, I'll tell you what, there's a news here lately, and I showed Carter a little bit of it, but in New Jersey, there's drones. There's they saying small car size drones. And small car size does not sound like a small drone to me.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it shouldn't be small car size drones, which I guess they're talking about a small car, but that's a large drone. That's freaking huge. Yeah. You're talking about an agriculture size drone, which the one I seen looked like a plane. It didn't look like a multi-rotor. It didn't look like it didn't look like a drone like we think of about drones, but it looked more like an airplane. Which I guess an airplane being that size and unmanned, it would be kind of like a drone. But no, if you get a chance and look at the New Jersey drones, there's actually people hovering. Multiple drones. Like, if it is drones from people, it makes me wonder how they're doing that and all being flying together. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's just different people in different locations flying or how it's working, but they've got these giant drones up in the air, and they're like, you see them hovering, and on the video you would see like 4, and then you'd see 4 more in the distance, and then like 3 more way back in the distance. And I don't know how those guys are doing it, but David Highmiller said, "How's it going, David Highmiller? Nice to see you in the chat."
What's up, David?
We got a bunch of drones from David Highmiller. He says, "I live in Kentucky and flying from my car as we speak." Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, we flew from my car. I've got a Mercedes, and you're able to put back the seats. It's got a lot of room, and we flew from my car. I don't know if we didn't fly from my truck though, did we? No,
Last year?
Yeah, we just flew from my car, didn't we?
I think we did both.
Oh, okay. But yeah,
Well, look, if David's on the stream, see if he wants an LED kit or not. We don't have it.
okay.
It's ready.
So David, we have his arms not on there.
Yeah, I just need to put the arm on.
So David, we have one of your Tiny Trainer HDs, and we're waiting for the LED kits to come in. If you would like to receive this Tiny Trainer HD before the LED kits come in, we can go ahead and send it out. If not, and we'd also send you an LED kit. If not, that's fine. We can wait on the LED kits and install them, and they should be in, I would say, in like 4 or 5 days. Hopefully, yeah.
I gotta make another.
Mr. Lee, how's it going, Mr. Lee? He says, Return of the Anunnaki. And then Philiblaster says, yeah, I think I could build one to carry me. I really want to, but monies. Yeah. Dude, that would be so terrifying. I asked Evan, I was like, whenever they come out with the drones that, because Google's going to, Google showed one where you just got in it, like a pod that you just got in and pushed a button on the screen, and it just took you there automatically. And I think it had 8 motors, so it was an octocopter, and I think they said like it had 600 sensors on it with a deployable parachute. So if any of the sensors went wrong, it would land, and if I think they said if 2 motors went out, it could still fly. And also if everything just went wrong, it had the parachute system. But no, I asked Evan if he'd ever fly one of them like that, and he's like, if it has wings, I ain't going to fly in it at all. So
No, I think he said unless it has wings.
Unless it has wings, yeah. You think 10 grand would do a sketch? Like a sketchy flight? I don't think 10 grand is enough to put me in the air with a drone. Would you trust a 10 grand drone to put you in the air, Carter?
If the drone was 10 grand?
Yeah.
No, because the agriculture ones are like 30.
Yeah, I know,
already.
right?
Hell no.
That DJ, the DJI one that the little Chinese guys are flying around, that thing's like $50,000, isn't it?
Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
40K.
Yeah, no, 10 grand's not going to get you in the sky, Philiblaster. You're going to have to like step that up by 10. So maybe $100,000 will get you in the sky. I don't know about 10 grand. All right, this one's ready.
Till the frames come in.
Yeah, I've got 2 frames that I can build. How much longer are you staying? Oh, it's 6 o'clock. Holy crap. Yeah, we're about to end the stream and call it a day, because we've been here all day long already and past our time. But thank you guys. Thanks for the update. I will wait till you receive the LEDs. I say David Heimiller has plenty of drones to fly for right now.
Right?
Because he's sent us plenty of drones, and we've sent out plenty of drones. So now the Cafe Racer of the Sky. Yeah. I'll tell you what, Phil Black, I did see a VTOL on Ken Herron's show, and that thing is promising. I think it had like 6 motors or something like that, Carter.
Oh, really?
And it would take off straight up and then start like flying like a plane. And he said it's got double redundancy, and then it's got a parachute system, and then also both controllers on each side. One could go out and you could use the other one. Okay, any update on the 8-way? We will see. I asked about that. And let's see here. So I have not got an answer on that. And I have asked and people have seen it.
Remember that one control? Isn't that three?
Huh?
Isn't that three?
Oh, that's one.
We didn't have to do
The last day is the 10th. So the last day for the pre-order on the 8-way is the 10th. So if you want to pre-order, you have 4 more days, and you can get that pre-order, and then you can get the 8-way. And I believe the 8-way that they're talking about is the RF 8-way. And if you look right here, this is the 8-way, the IRC, and this thing is freaking built like a tank. I mean, just having this in my hand, it feels like a quality product, and I think you're getting your money's worth. It's got a screw on the bottom here, and then there's branding on it, but this is metal right here. And then look at this port right here. This port is heavy duty. There's your Ethernet. That's an Ethernet port. Look at that thing. That thing is freaking robust. Real heavy duty. Look at this, Carter. Look at that. That's an Ethernet port.
Oh, that thing is serious.
Yeah, I mean, this thing is... you could probably throw this lap timer across the yard, which I wouldn't do for $600, but I guarantee you could hit it with a drone and be fine. And I say that's why they made it so robust, is so you could hit that sucker with a drone and keep going. It does have a plastic cover, and it looks like it's waterproof, because when I look at it, it looks like it's sealed up around the edges here. But yeah, it's a lap timer, and it's got GPS on it. And from what I understand is if you got more than one lap timer, you can like time a certain part of the section of the race course. Mm-hmm. That way you can say, well, this person's went through this side, this section in this amount of speed or time, and then that would give you a good idea on if he's catching up or whatever, you know. But no, you got 4 more days until the pre-order is final. So you know, if you're interested in a nice lap timer and you have the money to spend, this one would be the one to get for sure.
How much is it?
$600.
You get a pair with a HT0 Vent VRX. Then you're ready to go.
Yeah, definitely ready to go. You could run any freaking official race with this, and I mean, eight people at the same time.
2 event VRX.
And heck, if somebody pissed you off and smarted off to you, could chunk them in the head with this thing and knock them out. This thing is hefty. But here's the box it comes in. And it says 5.8 gigahertz max racers 1 to 8 with max resolution, 9 to 16 with half resolution. So you do 16 racers? Really? That's what it says right here. With half resolution, you can do 16.
Damn.
Transponder, power input over Ethernet, 10 milliwatt to 600 milliwatt RF compatible. Internal linear 5 DPI patch antennas inside of it. Ethernet
10 dBi.
5 dBi.
Oh.
Ethernet, USB, and lifetime, and others. The package includes the lap RF 8-way timer. So there is that. And we looked at the new one and the older one, and they look a lot the same, but they definitely have been upgraded in a lot of good ways. All right, guys. So we are going to call that on the stream. Let's look and see if there's any last minute questions. Nope, there's no last minute questions.
Wait. No?
And if small spit of rain.
Yeah, what's up, Double A?
How's it going? All right, guys. So we're going to get out of here and call it a day. Thank you for joining. If you guys want to support us, we have some links below. And if you want to share those links or use those links, that's some of the stuff that we like. And you can, those are affiliate links. And go and check out that stuff and maybe buy something. And that's how you can support us. But Evan is putting out a video every day. Go check that out. Mm-hmm. He's doing a really good job at it too.
He's been on the ground.
It's very entertaining to me. I really like how he does his filming, switching, and everything like that. That's pretty cool. But this has been the Skip and Carter Show, and we are out of here. You guys have a good holiday, and we'll see you next Friday.
Yep. See you next week.